I'm learning to get to know who I am again and find out that I'm not a bad person like I thought I was. I'm not an angry mess. The main thing that I came in for was my husband and I were pretty much, it was my last-ditch effort to sort of save our marriage, really. Yeah. We were both suffering from previous grief from losing our daughter, and then he had a work accident as well, so he was suffering from PTSD, anger, a lot of anger issues and everything like that. And then I came in I had a lot of resentment, anger, on top of grief as well. I was on an antidepressant not long after, probably a year after we lost our baby, but I took myself off those because I didn't like that. Other than that, it was just counselling, really. A while, so it was, it's coming up June is her birthday, she'll be 9, so we lost her at 7 months old. Okay. It was an accident at home, so a piece of furniture actually fell on her just after I'd fed her. I just put her down. I don't ache as much or hurt like inside as much as I used to. My heart doesn't physically feel like it's breaking or is broken anymore. I enjoy thinking about her. I love talking to her. So, I don't know, it's everything. It's just been everything. Everything is better. I had no expectation whatsoever. Actually, I came into this room, I sat there, and I said, and I can even feel how I felt. I felt so heavy and angry and just pissed off. We'd just been away on holiday, and Steve, my husband, has actually been coming here. He'd had 2 or 3 sessions beforehand, and I noticed the change in him. So I was like, because he was sort of starting to come down a bit, all of my issues were seen more because he was up here, I was sort of under here. So with him coming down a bit more, my anger and everything was showing so much, and I just thought, oh my God, I am part of the problem as well. I was always blaming him, he was always blaming me, and I sat there and I was just like, this is it. And I said to her, this is my last ditch effort, this is it. If this doesn't work, then I'm walking away from the marriage pretty much. Like I didn't know what to expect when I came in, so to relax for an hour listening to waterfalls and everything else, I was just like, it was bizarre to me. So the first session I sort of didn't feel, I don't know, anything really. A lot of questions in my head and stuff. Like I remember her saying that if we took the top of your, if we lifted up and had a look down at your brain, what would we see? And I said aftermath. Like I just felt like it was, smoke and darkness and everything else. And I said, that's how I feel, like aftermath after a war. But when I left, I didn't, it was almost nothing. Like I had nothing going on in there. I had no mind chatter. I wasn't less angry or anything like that, but I just felt sort of calmer. I don't know. It was weird. The session that I had was the ancestral DNA. That was huge for me. In the actual session, it was full on. I had all of these feelings. Like I felt a lot. I cried through it. It was amazing. And then after the hour, when I woke up and I went out into the car and I rung up my mum straight away and I just said to her that was the most mind-blowing session that I'd had. We suffer a lot of jealousy, my mum, myself and my 2 brothers, and it was just like I couldn't believe it. Something through our ancestry has followed us through in regards to anger, jealousy, those sorts of feelings. And after that session, I was able to let go. Immediately after, I rang my husband and I just said, I've realised what I've put you through in regards to situations he's been in that haven't been his fault. Blame that I should have looked within myself, not at him. I did a lot of apologising. I realised what I'd done and my contribution to where we had gotten to in our relationship without realising. I had another huge one where my grandfather visited. The last time that I had seen him, he's passed, and the last time that I seen him, he was before my daughter passed away in the house. And then he came here, and he had a talk with me. He said that a lot of change is coming and that he's worried about how I'll take it. Sorry.
That's okay. That's fine.
But to go with it and to accept everything, because it's good change.
Yeah.
And it's something that I need to go through to strengthen and be stronger for my family and for me. So that was really cool. And it's been great ever since. That DNA one that I spoke about first, honestly, it was so huge. And it was just an absolute breakthrough. And my marriage got stronger. Our household got happier. It's just been, yeah. And every session afterwards, I feel stronger. I feel better.
Yeah.
I cry more. Whereas before I reacted angrily to every situation. Whereas now I'm probably a lot more vulnerable, but it's enjoyable. It's nicer to feel that way rather than pissed off 24/7, which is what I was. And I looked at it like that angry emotion was like a big brother that protected my sadness and my grief and everything. And once he walked away, every other emotion I could feel everything. It was good. And I didn't realise that I hadn't felt for a long time, or allowed myself to. But coming here did it for me. I'm near the end, so I actually said to Molly that I'm a wee bit worried about, whether this will keep up or everything like that. Even listening to everything at home at night and stuff. But luckily, I'm going to do probably another few sessions afterwards. So I think I've only got 1 or 2 left.
Yeah.
And then I'll just do some more. And then I'll just do maintenance, really. So I'll come in every now and again when I feel I need to. I like coming here because I get that break. I honestly feel like it's just, I'm going to put the headphones on, I lie back for an hour, and you guys do all the work of what you need to do, and then I go home and I feel better. I don't know how to, I haven't known how to explain it, but we were, what I thought, and so did Steve, unsavable. And this has saved us, and our marriage is stronger for it. So just believe it, just do it. That's the only way it's going to work, I think.
Yeah.
Before we came, I said to Steve that he has to learn to love himself again before he can love us, because you need to work on yourself and be happy within yourself before you can even look at other people. And I didn't realise I should have taken my own advice, and I needed to work on myself too. So us coming here separately to do that, to learn self-love again, so that we could help each other, our marriage and our kids. This was the only way that it was going to work. We couldn't do couples counselling. We signed up for couples counselling. We were going to go to Relationships Australia and do that on top of this. But this is all that we've needed. So we definitely needed to do it separately, work on ourselves, to love ourselves again so that we can work together. But no, now I see us together forever, and that makes me happy. But there's less tension, there's no bickering, there's no hate, there's no anything like that. It is just, like, even thinking about him now, it just makes me feel good. Yeah, I did say, like, when I came in, I said I just want to love my husband again. And it was last week when I said to Molly, and I said I do. I can sincerely say that. That's all that I wanted, and that's what I got.